Yo guys, and welcome back to another video. And in today's video, well, as you can see by the title, welcome to the devil inside behind the scenes. I've waited a very long time to make this video, 7 years, about 6 or 7 years, probably around that sort of time. But I'm sticking around 7 because that's really when I started fully writing some of the earlier videos. So this series has been in the making for about 7 years now, and it's been pretty insane. And I wanted to make this first video on the series simply because, well, some of the stuff has not been captured. Some of the early behind the scenes have not been captured or been lost, and I want to basically come on to the camera, give you guys a little bit of an explanation for why they could have been lost, and sort of tell you guys a little bit about what was going on behind the scenes at the time. So I guess we could start off with the whole writing process of this. Oh yeah, and also I'm going to go ahead and at the end of this video, I'm going to go ahead and explain sort of the behind the scenes and really what's to come, because there is a lot to come in this behind the scenes stuff. And yeah, so let's get started. So let's start from the beginning, where I decided to make a series, well, a documentary really. I made 2 major documentaries back in about 2016 to 2017. These are the first and only documentaries I've ever done on this channel, and to be completely honest with you guys, they're god awful, and that's probably why I haven't done another documentary since. I mean, I may go ahead and try a documentary now because I haven't really done one since 2017, and to be fair, I'd probably be a lot better at them now because of just my overall skill increase on this channel since 2017. I mean, that was literally 7 years ago, right? Like 6-7 years ago. So yeah, as you can tell, there is a big quality increase on this channel overall, even just down to the simple videos like this one, that, yeah, it's been a lot better than all that stuff back then. But we've got to start off at the beginning. So the writing process for this whole thing did start in about 2017. I completely was inspired by the McJuggernuggets series The Devil Inside, and I was writing this alongside production of his series. Obviously it has spanned a little bit longer than what I was expecting. I was expecting this to probably be about a 3 to 5 year series, nothing too insane or major, but this really did end up becoming a very, very long series, and that is due to a lot of big delays, a lot of scheduling stuff, and just really misestimating how many videos I had to make for this series. Now, all respects to me because, well, I don't do daily videos, and a lot of the ideas were taken for the daily video format. So obviously if I'm releasing like 1 or 2 a week, sometimes even 3 a week, because I genuinely did start stacking these videos nearer to the end to try and get this out, because I was genuinely panicking. I was in 2023 and I was like, shit, I do need to get this series wrapped up. I do need to get this whole thing wrapped up nicely, and wrapped up in the right way too, because I didn't just want to cut it abruptly. I didn't want to miss out storylines. I didn't want to like mix stuff up or anything like that. So I wanted to tell this in the right way. So let's start off at the beginning. We have the Psycho series documentary. That all went well. That went out. It's available on my channel right now if you want to go ahead and watch it. It was actually quite successful at the time, so very, very happy with it. I mean, the quality wasn't great at all, and same goes for the Devil Inside documentary. And this Devil Inside documentary was based on the season 1 of the McJuggernuggets series, and I decided, you know what, I'm not going to do season 1 as, you know, these little videos and stuff. Let's just make it into a big documentary. So I did. And that's how that whole thing was born, and I thought that was it, that was all over and done with. But then I decided, you know what, let's carry it on. Why not? Let's just carry it on. So I decided to go through into 2018 with a bunch more videos, And I will really highlight over all these individual videos in the retrospective video, which is going to be a very big, long video, but yeah, it's pretty insane. But back to this video, obviously, behind the scenes I got around that time, I genuinely wasn't filming behind the scenes. I was just trying to get this documentary done. I realistically wasn't thinking about behind the scenes at that time, and even though that it was a good possibility that I could have filmed some little outtakes and behind the scenes, I don't think it was really up. So that's the reason for why I didn't get behind the scenes for that part. But of course I did have outtakes and behind the scenes for some other stuff, and that's kind of the interesting thing. There is kind of a sum behind the scenes for some of the 2018 stuff. Because, well, I'll get on to it in a sec. So I decided to do a bunch of videos in 2018. It's about 2018 to about 2018 time. And I decided to really bring this back and do some of the Devil's stuff. So I had videos like the Devil's Eggs. I had videos like, you know, like Rise of the Mirror Man or whatever it was called. I genuinely don't remember. I haven't watched these videos in years, and they're very old on this channel, so yeah, you can tell I've been around on YouTube for a while when I'm saying these videos are old and they're in 2018. But yeah, basically I made a bunch of videos like that, and I concluded that whole thing with the Mirror Man 2-parter, and then that was kind of a little break era where I think I ended up shooting and releasing My Virtual Escape, the parody series then. So there really wasn't much behind the scenes content for that. I did film a couple of little bits, and just a couple of tiny little bits that were like extras and things of props and stuff, but I did just throw them into a vlog, and that was a day, because I didn't think it was worthy enough of really making it into behind the scenes. Nor did I know how long I was going to actually make this series for at the time, so I just threw them into a vlog, just casually. I was just like, yep, here's some little behind the scenes stuff, and yeah, that's it, really. That was the entire thing. But after that, I started taking this a lot more seriously. As we entered into 2019, I had a lot of videos, and we started really banging out these videos. And we just banging out video after video after video after video, vlog after vlog after vlog after vlog. Every single vlog was part of this Devil Inside series, and we had all this cool narrative. We had the whole moving to Hollywood stuff. We had all that kind of stuff. We had Luke with his brand new car. We were out there filming. We were here, there, and everywhere. And then 2020 hit, and yeah, lockdown really did disrupt this series a little bit. But after a couple of weeks of disruption, we were back to it again, smashing out all these videos as possible. But I wanted to try something new on this channel, and I did start a big vlog series in my lockdown stuff. So the lockdown era, I did actually drop a load of big vlogs and stuff, and I wanted to mimic the style of the old OG Logan Paul vlogs, because I did actually go back and watch a load of his older vlogs, and I was like, oh, it'd be really cool if I could like kind of mimic this but do it in my own style. So I decided to go ahead and drop a load of vlogs and stuff, and it was all going great, and we were also making our first big feature film, Bruises. That was coming out 2020. We were looking all good, and then that's when it happened. The hard drive on my laptop decided to essentially off itself, in a sense, and everywhere, every single business was closed at the time. And yeah, that's kind of how it was. But it was a very struggling time, because the laptop hard drive basically corrupted itself. I had no idea if I was going to be able to retrieve any of the footage on it, and a lot of stuff was lost. And I think that's the reason for why I didn't have any behind the scenes footage from around that time. And after that, I was just really focused on filmmaking, so didn't really shoot a lot of excess behind the scenes footage, because, well, if we go back to the hard drive thing, Luckily, my friend Luke, one of his family members, is really, really good with fixing stuff like computers. Very, very intelligent in that sort of area. So, luckily, he was able to take my laptop off. We didn't really know what it was at first. We suspected it could be a hard drive, could be something more serious, but we took it off, and obviously he had a look at it, and basically we found the problem, and I spent all of my money at that time, about basically everything I had, which was around £50 something at the time. It was a big hit to my bank account at the time, because it was 2020 and there was nothing really going on, so I was literally just doing YouTube full time at that point, so it was pretty insane. So yeah, that came back, spent most of my money on the hard drive, and realistically I didn't want to get a bigger hard drive than I needed to, and this one obviously cost £55, so if I was going to go ahead and get a bigger hard drive again, that could have cost me hundreds of pounds at that point. So I just wanted to get the hard drive in, get it working again, and get going on this film, Bruises. And luckily, Bruises was recovered. And that film was made, released, and was out in the public. And I'm very, 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 very surprised that we even managed to get that film out in the first place, because it was actually quite insane that we managed to get the clips. But obviously, amidst the fight, we lost a lot of clips, and a lot of these clips were unfortunately Devil Inside behind the scenes. But that's kind of another reason why I went on to make other films and series, and my main priority was filling up the laptop storage with that kind of stuff. And I was not about to go ahead and buy an external hard drive on top of that purchase at that time. And that's really where it all ended. The behind the scenes, I stopped doing behind the scenes for quite a long time after that. But then, as the time moved on, as I carried on vlogging and doing other crazy videos, I entered into my 2021 phase. Arguably, probably one of the best times on this channel, and it's something that I do want to really, really go back to making some of my best content, but that is again something for another video. Staying on topic, we had the behind the scenes going again. I believe it was about 2021 when I did my first behind the scenes for this series that you will see in the next video. These behind the scenes videos do consist of quite a lot of content. So some of them are very, very lengthy. We've got hour long, even more than an hour long episodes in itself. And I'm going to be releasing 20 episodes. 20 full episodes. This is episode 1. So we've got 19 more episodes, released every single Monday at 7 PM on this channel. Some of them are like 20 minutes, some of them are 40 minutes, some of them are over an hour. It does really, really range, but I did get a lot of content, and I've been basically clogging my entire hard drive on my laptop to keep these clips for you guys. I've been keeping the clips for a while. I even started editing together some of the behind the scenes videos early so that I could actually free up space, because I was running out of space on my hard drive, and I literally have no space on it right now. That's literally the truth. So I'm glad to finally be getting these behind the scenes videos out to you guys, and yeah, it's a very, very big thing, and yeah, I'm happy to finally get these out. So yeah, that is the schedule for the behind the scenes coming in the next couple of weeks. We've got 19 more weeks of behind the scenes content, and then we have an update, which I'm going to be coming back and doing an update for you guys on what is kind of next after this. But for now, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys enjoyed the behind the scenes. We've got so many cool things coming. on this channel, as well as the behind the scenes, which I hope you guys are looking forward to. But yeah, for now, thank you guys so much for watching. Please comment, like and subscribe, and let's get this behind the scenes of The Devil Inside started.